Hey guys!
Hey!
My name is Nick Welker and this is my wife Kathleen. And this back here is our lake house. If you guys don't know, we picked this place up about 2 years ago. It was kind of a leap of faith, hoping that this would work out as a short-term rental and a future vacation home for the Welker family for many years to come. This was quite an endeavor for us. It's something we typically wouldn't do, but the circumstances lined up and they did. So it is a
fixer-upper.
Yeah. It's from the 60s?
Yeah, 1966, 6 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It needed a ton of work. Complete
internal renovation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of external as well.
Yeah, the property needed a lot too. And we have been slowly doing that. And if you guys haven't seen, there is a series that went through about half of the house renovation. And we just haven't been inside to show you guys what it looks like now. And there's a lot that's changed. You ready to go inside?
Let's go.
Okay.
Welcome to the lake house.
So, as you can probably tell already, there's no more brown paneling everywhere. There is paneling still, but we primed and painted it. It looks great. That was her idea.
It looks like shiplap, doesn't it?
I wanted to just rip it out and sheetrock everything. And she was like, we're not spending that kind of money. We don't need to. It's already a wall. Just paint it. She was right.
It looks like shiplap.
She was right. It's just vertical shiplap.
Yeah. Basically, every single thing in this house has been painted.
Yes.
New paint. Some big projects, some smaller, but so much has changed.
Every light fixture's been changed. The ceiling's been 100% redone. You guys saw some of that in those videos. So
yeah. Let's
go ahead and just go through the kitchen. So this is a closet door that is gone. That right there was what that looked like. So now you can walk right into the kitchen. And if you need to access the bathroom, which has had a nice makeover.
That bathroom was covered in brown tile and we tried to chip the tile away and it basically was just ripping out all of the drywall. So we had to completely gut that bathroom, new drywall, mudding, sanding, vanity, plumbing, just, it's like the tiniest room and it still needed so much work. So, but it looks really nice right now, so.
Here's the kitchen. This is sort of the pride and joy of the place.
So the copper backsplash was original at the house. You can see it in the original pictures. And we were really torn on if we should leave it or not. It's so hard to envision what a final product is gonna look like when it was, you know, green and just totally different colors, but we decided to go with it and we love it. It is so unique. It took me a little bit of time to get used to it just because it's so different, but we really love it. And we went with like some copper light fixtures and copper hardware, and so I just feel like it just brings it all together. It's so unique and really cool that that's original too to the house.
And if you guys didn't watch the videos, which you can do in a link right here.
Yeah.
These are all the original cabinets, kitchen cabinets. Yeah. Everything's original. We took all the cupboard doors and drawers home to the farm, painted them all there, brought them all back without scratching them, repainted them here. So we saved on that. And they squeak a little bit. I actually put new rollers in most all of these. New stops, new magnets. All the magnets were pretty much shot, so now the doors actually stay shut when you shut them. So there was definitely some modifications. There used to be a big cabinet hanging down right here.
Just cabinets are right here, and we really felt like it was blocking the view because just standing right here, it's so hard to get it on camera, but standing right here is just so, the view is so amazing from both sides. So like, if you look out the kitchen window, we have this beautiful kind of mountain range view to look at, and open fields, old barns. But if you look this way, you see the water and the trees. It feels kind of like you're up in a tree house. So we wanted these cabinets gone so you could really get the view. And this kitchen has a ton of cabinets already. We also did new countertops. There's kind of a long story with that, but basically we had them come out and replace it 3 times?
Yeah.
Or was it 4? Anyway, 3 different times.
Great company to work with.
Yeah, it was just, there were just issues with installation, or the screw would pop through and they'd have to redo it.
Yeah, it's like you want to check it off the list and forget about it. Be like, we're done, moving on to the next thing, and then all of a sudden you're back to that thing.
Yeah,
again.
then it's
You're
like, oh no, we gotta do this again.
Just trying to save money, and for the fact that everything worked, we kept all the appliances. So these are the originals. We just went through, cleaned them up. I went through them all and just made sure they're all in top shape. They're working pretty good. I did get a new stovetop because the old one was this old coil one. Kept the original vent But we just went ahead and painted it black, and I might have to do that again. So moving on. Picked up a hitchhiker.
Cute one.
Yeah, he needs a little mommy time. So he's joining us. But so here is our dining room. There used to be a closet there. It was kind of a pantry. Took it out, opened it up. Found this table just on the other side of the mountain, which is right there. Someone had it for sale, so I went out and looked at it and said, that's exactly what we want. Big table. I can't remember how long it is, like 12 feet or something like that, 11 something, I don't know. Put benches on the end with the chairs, that's 8 right there, plus that you're looking at 10 to 12 people seating on that table, which is what we want, because that's the whole point of this place is group size. New flooring, looks great, nice and pretty. This is the living room. Didn't change a lot here, same windows and everything, obviously. Yeah. That's the same fireplace, we kept it because we thought the rock there, or brick, was cool. And,
it's a beautiful rock. I really like it. But the windows are so pretty. They're so big, and we just love it. And we just want to keep it a big open room for big groups. And paint, there was wallpaper up, ceiling, lights. I mean, we say we didn't do that much, but when you really think about it, it's like, oh, wait a minute. We tore down the wallpaper, or patched all the holes, and painted the trim, did new ceiling, did new electrical wiring, all the flooring. We had to buy new furniture, like
whole ceiling.
Yeah, it's like new. Every outlet is new. Every light switch is new. So it's like, oh, we didn't do that much in this room, but it's like, oh, wait a minute, we did.
Basically did everything but tear the walls out. So yeah. And I went ahead and installed a nice 55-inch TV up here. It's on a swivel, so it can swing out, swing back as needed. So this window here behind us, window frame is from an old homestead on the farm.
Yeah, it's from the farm. So we, me and Nick's mom, we painted it and brought it all the way here. So it's kind of special to have just a little piece of the farm here, and it's authentic.
Yeah, real thing. Didn't come from Hobby Lobby. So
yeah.
And then
another funny story is this light right here was literally here when we looked at the house to buy it, and then the day we bought it, it was right here in this spot, and like the entire time we're working on this house, it has not moved, and we left it there, and we're just kind of like, why? I don't know, but that's just what happened, and it's just kind of funny. We're like,
so now we can't move it. It's gonna stay with the house.
So it's stuck there.
Yeah. All right, this is bedroom number 1. This is the office. We call it the office because it was an office originally when we got the place. Same flooring, didn't change it out. Has a closet, so it works as a bedroom. It's one of the smaller rooms in the place, but still plenty big enough for a queen size bed. She did all of the color, what do you call it? Decorating.
I guess decorating,
home decor. So the curtains, the bed, everything, that on the wall. It's all her doing. So if you like it, you can give her a thumbs up and a hand. If you don't like it, you can blame me because I probably had some thought in her too. Maybe a little bit. Okay, let's take a turn to the left. So this is one of the corner bedrooms. This is just, I guess, bedroom number 2. Not much different, just basically a different floor. Again, everything painted, trimmed, redone, new lights, and queen size bed in every room. Okay, master bedroom.
Yay! We went a little glam in here. I got a little sparkle in the light fixture and the decor. I know you guys are mostly guys, so you probably don't care, but
she does.
If you're a girl and you're watching, you care. Anyways, this room is huge. It is so big. And originally we did not have the futon in here, but we had like kind of switched around and put some bunk beds in another room, and we decided, hey, let's just put the futon in here. And honestly, we end up sleeping in here and our kids sleep on there, so it works out really good for us. Another thing is all these benches. We bought them, so we have like a bench in almost every single room just to put your luggage on, and we bought them all used, and Nick's mom she completely redid all of them. She sanded, painted. His parents did so much to help, and we just want to give credit. We had like a lot of help doing this house. It was a ton of work.
All right, so this is the main bathroom. Originally had a door that went into the master bedroom. We took it out because it was kind of an awkward spot with the toilet at the door, and there was a wall here and a big jacuzzi tub here, and it just made it kind of awkward. So it's still kind of an awkward shaped bathroom because it's just a big square, but it's nice and spacious.
This bathroom has been completely transformed from a blue turquoise tile, half wall, another door, a huge tub, and we tried to do the best we can with making it budget friendly and completely gutting it, and new plumbing, and a ton of work went into this little bathroom. We think it turned out really great. This shower is kind of fun. It's like you feel like you're getting into
time capsule.
Yeah.
Pod, escape pod. So we had to do some modifications too, because it was supposed to have a shower head on one side, but that's the outside wall, so I had to move to that side, and it was, anyways. And some cool little light fixtures in here. That's the original vanity, just different top on it. Obviously new sinks, new plumbing, all new hoses and everything. New light, original mirror. That is the mirror that was in here. We kept it because it's a nice and big mirror, but beautiful little bathroom. All right, let's head downstairs. So as you guys probably have noticed, there's a bear on the wall. This is actually a Canadian black bear. I don't know how long it is from snout to tail, but somewhere around that 6.5 foot or something like that. Nice big bear. A friend of ours shot this bear and asked if we wanted it. So we had it pelted, and it's been sitting in my parents' house on the wall in their theater room for a long time now. And they're like, let's bring it up to the lake house. I was like, are you sure? Yeah. Okay. So we found the perfect wall for it going downstairs. This is our utility room. Went ahead and put 2 washers and 2 dryers in here. Originally this room didn't have any of that. There was actually a sink over there that previous owner, I think, flayed his fish in and everything in the lake. So we needed double the washers and dryers because you've got double the bedrooms. It makes it a lot easier. So we're just gonna keep replacing them as they go out and have a nice washing party in here.
It's been super nice to have double, especially when you're washing like 6 sheets and blankets and towels and everything.
Yeah. Speeds things up quite a bit. Got all of our linens over there. Nice space in this room. A lot of space. We don't utilize all this space, but being that it's a vacation home, it's not really a lot of stuff to bring up here to put in there in the first place. So this is the second family room. There was a carpet down here originally. We kept it because it was practically brand new from the previous owner. We raised the ceiling up. It was lowered. There were these panels that were like this tall. A 6'5" guy would probably be dragging his head across the ceiling. It just seemed awkward and weird. They did that because there was ductworks on both sides of the room. So we tore all that out and then furrowed the joists and then put sheetrock against the top here. So we sheetrocked it all, wired in all these LED lights, the whole entire thing. It just made it feel a lot better in here.
It's so nice, but like literally this ceiling probably took us a week. Just the ceiling. I mean, like just, it's a huge room, you know, all the framing, the drywall, the mudding, the sanding, the painting, the electrical, like just so much.
And we're not drywall or mudder or sander or painters either, so we're half as fast as the pros, you know.
But we're pretty happy with how it turned out.
It turned out really nice.
It's this really nice room. It's big. It's cool down here in the basement. Has an awesome view of the lake, the backyard. Has the fireplace. We had this thing roaring like 24/7 last year.
That one.
To keep us warm, and we really didn't change much about the fireplace. Really just drywall, ceiling, paint. The carpet was already here. And we also love that there's 2 family rooms. So there's one upstairs and one downstairs. Makes it really nice for the large groups or for kids or older people or whatever. If you want to split up, it's just so nice.
And I couldn't help myself. I got a Black Friday 65-inch TV for downstairs too. So that way the kids can have this down here. But it's funny, I got the big TV down here with the nice sound system thinking that I would want to be down here relaxing and watching movies and stuff or whatever on the TV. And I end up spending more time upstairs on the upstairs TV with the smaller, so who knew? Okay, this is bedroom number 4.
This room was red. It had this red globe light fixture and red wallpaper that took us forever to take out. And it was dark. There was a tiny window up there. And so we...
I need to oil some doors.
Painted everything. The guys put all new egress windows in. That was a whole job. And we also have a queen and a bunk bed in here. So
whenever we're full.
Yeah, as you know, our families are growing.
So this nice big window back here. These rooms were not technical legit rooms. We knew it when we bought the place because they were just little 2-foot by 1-foot windows that couldn't even hardly open. And so they didn't meet code. So we got a concrete saw and a mini excavator. Came here one weekend after, actually I think it was the Farm Progress show. Got off the plane, came up here, dug out a big hole in front of each window, concrete cut out the 6-inch thick footing of the house, knocked it out, framed it in, put a 48 by 48 inch window in there so it meets code. Window well, ladder with a lid that can be opened up. So that way this room is now fire approved, and yeah. it's a bedroom. So it adds value to the home, and it makes this room usable, and it's safe too. So that was something we wanted to do for sure. All right, this is bedroom number 5. This is below the corner upstairs bedroom. We call this the corner downstairs bedroom, or leg arms room, because they use this room a lot when we were doing this place. This room, again, just a little different colors, a little different look to it, but
yeah, we didn't actually do
a
ton in the bedrooms.
Original
just a lot
paint,
of paint,
isn't it?
Yes.
So again, egress window. It added a lot of light to this room. It just opened it up, made it feel a lot better. I also put new windows there on the bottom and the outside too, because they were all those single pane, a lot of gaps. I think a lot of bugs were getting in there. It's kind of nasty. Okay, room number 6. I don't have another hand to hold because I'm holding the camera, so you can just imagine. There we go, right there. Okay. So this is below the master bedroom. This is facing the lake. Nice big window, so you got a view of a play set and a beautiful lake. This is the prison room with the prison stripes on all the bed.
No.
And the inmate colored.
We don't have names for every room.
No, it's not the prison room. Zebra room. Call it zebra. Stripes. Call it stripes. Anyways, yes, that headboard was across the valley. Someone was getting rid of or moving to another home and had the headboard on Facebook Marketplace for not a lot of money. So I went and caught it and we adapted it to this bed frame. Again, queen mattress, like typical. End tables with lights in each one. And then we did pick up another bunk bed, a twin or a twin. Just because there's gonna be people. Kids. You never can go wrong with more bed space.
Yeah, we keep like maxing out the place when we come, so it's been super nice. But just all 6 bedrooms have a queen bed in them, and then 3 of the rooms also have either bunk bed or a futon. So it's a home for large groups and fun times on the lake.
And the last and final bathroom. Again, this bathroom saw a complete transformation. The only thing that didn't change here is this toilet. Same toilet, hasn't moved. Well, no, we took it out, I guess, at one point. But no, we didn't. It stayed right there this whole time. I just took the tank off so we could paint the back of the wall. All right, so this was a complete regut. It had a walk-in shower with tile, this green brown, I don't know, is that 70s, I think? Yeah, it was like a puke green. It was pretty nasty.
Anyways, so it was like a complete gut again and a ton of work. New drywall, new plumbing, When
I took out the walk-in shower, the tiled shower, the wood frame that was like built, that was all tiled, literally just crumbled black nastiness when I took the tile off. It was pretty nasty. It just years and years. I mean, it's 40-some years old, so... maybe back then they just didn't do them quite like they do now, but it was bad. Yeah, the house was built in '66 and just really hadn't seen a lot of big updates since then. All right, so we're on the back patio. You can see we got a hot tub. Woo! Took a little while to get that thing, thanks to a particular strain of something that went across the world and slowed everything down, but we got it, so it's there, and it's been highly used by our kids. Yeah. It's like their most favorite thing ever, but someday that'll be their favorite thing. It's just they gotta get a little older. But as you guys saw in probably the previous video, which you haven't yet, there's a link right here that'll take you to the redoing of this deck. Completely rebuilt the deck, 100% with pressure treated lumber, iron, and composite decking. All the iron was built at our farm. So all this railing I built, and then the spiral staircase my dad built, and you guys should see it in the video. It's pretty cool. He did a good job on it. It adds a lot of character to this place. That was one problem with this place, was getting from the downstairs to the upstairs. You had to go through the house, you had to go all the way around the garage and the main house. So this spiral staircase right here gave a transition point. So now you can come up from the lake and go right up to the kitchen without having to go through the whole house. Yeah, there was also an old big boiler. Fuel tank for a oil burner furnace. Yeah, and so we removed that and kind of opened it up and cleaned it up, and so it just looks much more open and usable and nice. And then we also have the play set here for kids. And our kids also love that. It's super nice to have. Yeah. So here's the deck up here. This originally had kind of a weird L-shaped area here. There was no decking right there. It was really small. There was hardly enough for one picnic table. So when we built this, we opened it up, expanded this corner out like another 8 feet. So there's a lot of space up here. It's built super heavy, so it can hold a lot of people. And it just made for a nice, really nice area to have a picnic. Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful summer weather with your family and friends and everybody else. So definitely really cool. I love this area. Now, one thing that happened with this place when we bought it, it was sold to us as a 6-bedroom home. We thought it was a 6-bedroom home. We knew 2 needed egress windows to qualify as bedrooms, but we thought that was it. Turned out, no. We have a 3-bedroom home because our septic field is only rated for 3 bedrooms. So that was a big kick to the gut because we realized that that meant some massive septic work that had to be done. Now, as a blessing, when we bought the property, it came with another lot on the back. I didn't really have a whole lot of plan for that lot, but it turned out it made a great septic field. So we just got, there's a new tank, 3,000 gallon tank there, to a massive septic field over there that pumps to. So now we meet code, and we are now 100% 6 bedrooms, 12 person facility. So it's really nice to know that. The old system did work fine, never had any issues with it, but this way we meet code, and that's important. So as you can see, I've got some landscaping to do because it's a little rough, but that's okay because that's one of the headaches. That septic field is done. Okay, so now let's head down to the waterfront and show you what's going on down that way. Definitely some big improvements. It's a little bit of a walk, but you know what? If you want to have a great time on a vacation and eat lots of junk food, it's a great way to burn some calories. So this path that goes down here, this is kind of on a hill. That's the one downside of this property, but it's still beautiful and it kind of adds a little character to it. But this path was cut in to remove a bunch of logs because this was a heavy wooded area, so that way it opened up the view to the water, and it made for a nice path. So we had it completely redone, leveled, nicely graveled, and actually a golf cart gets up and down just fine. Now we did just get here, and there was a group this morning that just left because this place is a VRBO. It's on Airbnb and VRBO. And anyways, every time we come here, it's always arranged differently. The chairs are always in different spots.
Everything in the kitchen, everything is moved.
We have tables that were up there that end up down there. We have tables down there that end up there. It just amazes me. We'll come down here and they'll be...
Where is that? We'll find it in a day or two.
So that's oh, there's my rope right there. I was looking for that. That is for the dock. All right, so this is the fire pit area. Originally, this wasn't cut out at all. We just kind of had the idea and said, hey, you know what? This is a beautiful view of the lake, kind of elevated enough, nice open spot. Let's make a fire pit here where you're kind of sheltered by the bank, so that way you can be nice and loud and the people up top won't hear you. But that actually is a rim from Big Brute. He's the original rim, so a little bit of Big Brutes here. This area should seat, I don't know, 10 or more people. And that tree stumps were from a big tree, blue spruce, that was in our front yard that blew over during the winter or last fall from a heavy windstorm. So we chopped it up and brought the chunks down here, and they're extra seats. So you don't know why there's wood chunks down here, that's why. All right, so this is the waterfront. If you guys remember in a video, which could be right up here somewhere, there was an old boathouse here, there was an old dock and an old pump house.
Yeah.
And the waterfront was not much to do. It was pretty much just overgrown and full of all kinds of old lumber and rocks, all kinds of stuff. So we had it completely redone. Yeah,
it was totally, you couldn't even walk at all. It was full of grass, just totally vegetated and unusable, and we were able to really open it up.
So we brought down a bunch of rock, a bunch of pea gravel, made a nice landing down here. I knew that this bank is going to slowly erode over time because the boats anymore have giant wakes, these wakeboarding boats, these wake surfing. So we got permitted to put in riprap. We riprapped the front of this, and that way, if the waves come, they're not going to take my shoreline away because I don't have much to go anyways. And you can see we've got some toys down here too. They need organized. I'll do that in a minute. Now, it's not done yet down here. I got some retaining walls that got to be built. We've got some adjustments that have to be made. This path is pretty steep. It originally wasn't going to be like this. We had plans for a switchback path. I guess this is kind of a switchback, but I'm probably going to put steps in eventually. But for the time being, there's only so much you can do in a year and a half. Only so much budget to do anything. So it's been functional, it's been working. We've been really happy with it. I don't know if you remember, but there was an old rickety staircase here that was, well, it was collapsed. So we did build a new one. Needs another layer of stain on it, but it made a big difference for getting up and down this front. And like that, fun is over. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Maybe we'll see you again at the lake house. I'm gonna go back to a very poor crop to harvest, but I had a great time here. Let's roll.
Missy Lake House, bye-bye Lake House. Missy Lake House, bye-bye.
What do you guys like best about the lake house? What's your most favorite thing?
Ducky.
Oh, ducky. Okay. All right. Well, fun. Let's go.